Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Reset Podcast. I am your host, Maddie Ray, and I do have a window open because spring is like here in the northern part of America, so I have it open. So I know it's been a long time since I've done an episode, but I'm back. I'm getting myself together. I'm doing what I need to do. Okay, y'all? Okay. So, just a little life update. The biggest things that, just the biggest news. Just new. So, I have a song dropping in a few days. April 9th, it'll be available everywhere. It's called Throne Room Floor. Y'all. Link is going to be in my bio. You can find me on Instagram at Maddie Ray. Also TikTok at Maddie Ray. Yeah, shameless plug. I just have to. I'm super excited about this song that's coming out, y'all. So please show it some love. Give it a listen. If you love it, add it to your playlist. It would be so appreciated. But also, next week is my birthday. So it kind of got me thinking, I'm turning 23, and I see those videos are like, oh, this many things I wish I knew before I was this age. So I just wanted to do a quick, nice, easy, just get back into it episode of 23 things that I wish I knew before I was 23. So let's get into it. Number one, don't mind my trusty list right here. Number one is that there is so much more to Jesus than just going to church and praying and, just doing all the things that religion tells you have to do. But having a relationship with Jesus. I did not know how deep the Father was, and how much he just wants to have a relationship with us. He doesn't want us to be robots and doing these things because he's forcing us to. He wants us to choose him, and the relationship that is just so deep, and it's just amazing. And I wish that I knew all of this way before I was in my 20s. Number two, if you know that you will regret not doing it, then you should do it. And I put this on here because I would always be so worried about, what if it fails? I'm just not gonna do it, blah blah. But in my 20s, I'm still in my 20s, but when I was 20, I stepped out, moved out of my home state for 2 years, and it was the greatest decision I think I've ever made. I grew so much doing the thing that I knew. I was I'm gonna regret this if I don't do it, so I have to do it. And I wish that I just had that mentality way before with other things, trying new things, trying new hobbies, maybe doing anything that I was way too scared to do, but regretting doing it. I wish that I had done that way sooner. Number three, I want to say, is that no one's really looking at you. No one, the world does not revolve around me. And I know that. Everyone knows that. But it's more of nobody's looking at you all the time. Nobody's seeing all the flaws that you're seeing. Nobody is looking at you thinking, what are they doing? Let's just say you're in worship, for example, and you're too afraid to raise your hands because you're thinking, they're gonna look at me. They're gonna think what are they doing, getting all charismatic and just being kind of weird, Nobody's thinking that. Literally, people raise their hand, people dance for the Lord, and I'm not even thinking, what are they doing? Nobody's really looking at you. I don't know how to put it in any other way. It's just like nobody's looking at your hair being like, what are they doing? You know, nobody's like looking at the blemishes on your face saying, oh my gosh. Like, nobody's thinking that. Like, everyone else is so focused on their life and what they have to get done, their job, their whatever. They're not looking at you. And I wish that I had realized that way sooner. Because it, like, took the pressure off. Like, nobody really is caring. That sounds so bad, but, like, they're not seeing my mistakes. They're not seeing what I'm seeing about myself. They're worried about themselves. You know? Number 4 is that friendships and community is super important. I thought, like, for such a long time, all I want is, like, one really good friend. And that's all that I need. And that can be true, but I got a taste of some of the best community that I will probably, I don't want to say that I'll probably ever have, but the community of like-minded people that love Jesus, really good people that want to have friendships with you and want to build you up and pour into you, that community is so important. Having people around you that are like-minded, because you are the product of your environment. If you're surrounded by toxic people, and I have experienced this before, like in a workplace, just surrounded by people that want to speak negatively about other people, and that's like all that they do, and everything is about others, and it's so negative. And it's so easy to get caught up in that negativity and to start speaking death over people and to start speaking negatively over people and gossiping, and it's just so negative, and it's so easy to get caught up in that because that's what you're in every day. And the community and what you have outside of where you're forced to go, like, I know a lot of people have to work and they can't control that, but having friendships, really good people, community is so important. Number 5, that the presence of God will change you. Like, there is no scenario where you can sit in the presence of God and not come out a completely different person. And I wish, it is like, I've said it before and I'll probably keep saying it forever, praise and worship and sitting in the Lord's presence is such a cheat code for us, because we know we can't leave the same. We literally can't. And had I known all of this sooner, had I spent time in the Word, had I spent time in prayer, had I actually like gone out and sought after these things, I would have known it so much sooner, and I would have been doing these things so much sooner. Number 6 is that hobbies are as important as your work. You cannot just work all the time. Like, there has to be something in life that you enjoy. If you enjoy your job, amen. You've found it. Like, you've got it. Like, you're so blessed to do something that you absolutely love. But even then, it can get a little tiring and kind of challenging, and I think that having other hobbies and other things that you love to do outside of what you have to do for a living is super important. It's just good. It's healthy. It's very healthy to have really good habits, whether that's like crocheting or going to the gym or just, just explore. Like, it's a really good time, especially with spring. Like, days are getting longer, like more sunshine, it's getting a little bit warmer. Like, you can do probably a little bit more of your hobbies if you like being outside. So it's just a really good thing. Hobbies are really good. Number 7, this is really for the ladies out here. Learning your cycle and then understanding like each phase and knowing, I think they call it cycle syncing, which at first I was like, what is this? I don't really know. But basically, curating your life and your routine to kind of support you throughout your cycle. So like if you're in your luteal phase, eat the things that you should eat to make you feel good, and do workouts that don't, like I wouldn't do a HIIT workout for during the luteal phase. I'd probably go for Pilates, and I'm not really able to lift that much anyway when I'm in my luteal phase. Like I'm just weaker. It's great. And knowing exactly what part of your cycle you're in is a really good way for you to understand what's happening in your body, so you can be kinder to yourself. Like when you do notice that you are bloated, you just know that's not how I look. That's not me. That's my cycle. Or when you have like a flare up in your skin, maybe you have a little bit of breakout, like you just know to be kinder to yourself, because your body is preparing for its cycle. Like it's just your body, and it's natural, and you should be kinder to yourself, because it's easy to look in the mirror and not be happy, but it's just your cycle. So learning that, understanding it, is just really important, and it was really, really good for me, especially just to be kinder to myself. Number 8, this is kind of like duh, but you're not seeing change because you're not making change. So, I mean, you do the same routine, you do the same thing, but you can't expect a different outcome. You have to do something else to see a different outcome. And it's like, duh, we know this, but it's so easy to get stuck in a routine and to try and do the same thing and just hope that it works different, but it's not going to. Scientifically, you have to make change to see a different outcome. And sometimes you just need that shift to be like, okay, let me do the things that I need to do, make the change so that I see a different outcome. Number 9 is that just moving your body is super important. Like when I was still in like school, like high school, I really didn't move my body, really didn't go to the gym. I wasn't really doing anything physical activity, just wasn't doing it because I didn't enjoy it. But I will say that moving your body, going to the workout class, going for the walk, going on the run, it is so important, not only for your physical health, but super important for your mental health as well. The runner's high endorphins, it is so true. It is real, and it just helps. It helps. It can help through so many situations. It can help through the winter. It's really important, and I wish I also knew this a little bit sooner in life. Because when I started going to the gym, I was obsessed. Oh my goodness. I was obsessed with going and working out and feeling amazing after. So if you haven't given it a try, I highly suggest. Number 10 is wear clothes that you love. Don't keep things that you hate. We all have that pair of pants or jeans that are too short, or that just don't fit us really the best, but like they fit us. Like we can wear it and we can go out, but it's not really comfortable. It is time to get rid of that. Like the second I started focusing on, okay, are these jeans comfortable? No, they're not. So it's like, why am I keeping them? So the second that I started replacing items with items that actually fit me, I have felt so much more confident. I have felt, oh my goodness, it's like night and day. So seriously, think about it. Because when I was a kid, I didn't have money to really buy things, and I was growing, and we would go school shopping, and then I'd wear those clothing for the whole school year, and my body was changing, and things were happening, and things just didn't fit me the way that they should anymore. And I think that kind of carried into being an adult and buying things and thinking these need to last like for a really long time. But then you I don't know, like you gain weight and you're maybe at a healthier weight now, but things don't fit you anymore, and it's keeping you in this negative mindset about your body. Like, just get the clothes that make you feel really good. Number 11 is that it's okay to try and fail. This is the best time to fail at things. Like, here I am, sitting in front of a camera talking, and this is like the best time for me in my 20s, when I have a job and I don't really have much going on in my life, to do this and to try it and see if it works. Lord, please don't let it fail. Please don't let it fail. Y'all, if you're listening to this, I really appreciate you, because I really want this to work. Anyway, yeah, now, like, it is okay to fail. You will learn so much when you fail and you get back up. If you fail, you get back up, you try again, you don't fail, look at what you learned, look at what you gained. Then you can coach other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, now is the time to try new things and fail them. Because we're in our 20s, like, come on now. Now's the time. Number 12, you have to be super uncomfortable to grow. I mean, I've heard this analogy, and I'm going to use it. When you're planting something in the ground and you want to fertilize it, what is fertilizer made out of? It's made out of poo-poo. It's made out of doo-doo, okay? And if you were a plant, you'd have to put doo-doo on yourself. Make you grow, okay? Super uncomfortable. But you have to be uncomfortable to grow. You have to. If you stay in your comfort zone, you are not going to grow in anything. If you, like, let's say you're a musician, if you don't practice your instrument and you don't try new things and challenge yourself, make yourself uncomfortable and make yourself frustrated that you can't figure out how to play this chord, then you're not growing. And then you're just a mediocre musician. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations to make yourself grow. And I did not do that for a long time. I was like, I'm good over here on the sidelines. I'll learn from you. You don't. You do not learn a lot of things by sitting on the sidelines. So you have to go out of your comfort zone to grow. You absolutely have to. And you'll be so happy that you did on the other side, because then you realize that it really wasn't that bad. Number 13 is that you have to be thinking about what you're thinking about, okay? This comes from that verse in the Word that says the battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So the enemy will be talking, blah, blah. And if you aren't thinking about what you're thinking about, then you have already come into agreement of what the enemy just spoken to your ear. If the enemy is saying, you don't look good today, you're just super whatever, you look horrible, you're bloated, blah, blah, and you're not thinking about it, then you've already come into agreement with it, and you're already thinking, you've already claimed that thought as your own, and then you're thinking it, and you just, once someone said this to me, that you have to be thinking about what you're thinking about, because the enemy's always whispering, and it really put it into perspective. And sometimes I will think something, and I literally have to say out loud, that's not true. That is not true. Like, sometimes the enemy tries to come at me with, like, oh, people wouldn't care if you were gone. I'm like, are you kidding? That is so false. LOL. Thank you so much for what even was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just think about what you're thinking about, and you'll catch it, and you'll be like, what even? No. And that was like a really big thing for me, because your thoughts are not always your own thoughts. Number 14 is that others' opinions literally mean nothing. They mean nothing unless they are like people that you really, really trust and people that love you. Opinions mean absolutely nothing. If you want to move across the country and you have people telling you don't do that, you're gonna regret it. Okay, you might regret it, but I might not. Opinions. Everyone has opinions. Number 15. When a true friend tells you something about yourself, listen to them. Okay? A true friend. I'm not saying like some friend that talks about you behind your back. No. When you have a true friend, like I just had this experience. I was visiting some friends and I was just telling her about this like situation and she was like, Maddie, what are you doing? You cannot like delay the Lord's plan just to avoid conflict. And I was like, oh, you are so right. Like your true friends will point out things in you that are flaws, and you really should listen to them and take it into consideration, because that is how you become a better person and that's how you grow. Okay, y'all, so sorry. I have to finish recording this on a second day, the next day, because I ran out of time and I had to go to dinner. But I tried to keep the outfit consistent, and the window's still open, but it is raining now, so that's, if you hear that, that's probably why. But we left off on number 16, and it is when you decide to make a healthy change in your life, it causes other people to self-reflect or like self-evaluate. And I really see this with like two main things. People that decide to stop drinking, or people that cut out sugar. Okay? And it normally goes with, like, it normally starts off, people are really happy for you. They go, oh, good for you, good for you. You know, kind of cheering you on. And then as time progresses, they'll, like, make jokes about it. Oh, she's having a mocktail because she's healthy. And then it kind of just switches into being, like, just a little bit, like, passive-aggressive without anyone noticing that it is. And so just being aware that when you decide to change your life for the better, people may act different. People may start off supporting you, and then they might change when they notice that you're for real and you're sticking with it and you're being successful. And then it makes them self-reflect. And then they're like subconsciously kind of short with you. And I wish that I had known that. Number 17 is that you are not behind in life. Literally, how can we be behind in life? We are only in our 20s. I am only 23. How can I be behind? I know that it's really easy to look at other people's lives, especially influencers. These influencers look like they have it all. It looks like they've got the big house with the granite countertops already. They've got the luxury vehicles. Maybe they're having kids already. And their lifestyle is just way different than ours. And it looks like they've already achieved so much. And I just want to say, like, you are not behind in life because you're not already because you're not already a millionaire, you don't already have kids, and you don't already have a house. It is absolutely insane for the ones that work 9 to 5s and the ones that aren't choosing to go down the path of being an influencer, the people that are the working people. Like, you are not behind. You are only in your 20s. You don't need to rush to find your husband. You don't need to rush to have kids. Take your time. Try new things. Like, you're not behind. You're just not behind in life. Number 18 is that motivation will most likely never come first. And I wish I knew this, because there was a time in my life when I was waiting for motivation to come to start doing the thing that I wanted to do. But the motivation never came. And I just had to do it, and then the motivation followed. So you really have to live the life of the person that you want to be. How they would live their life is how you need to live your life. And then the motivation of falling in love with that life that you've created, that's when the motivation will come through. And it's kind of like upside down. Like, it doesn't seem right that the motivation won't come first. Because normally you think, oh, I have to be motivated and then I'll go and do the thing. Then I'll go to the gym when I'm motivated. But it's like, by you going to the gym, then you become motivated to go. And it seems so backwards, but don't wait for the motivation, because it probably won't happen. Number 19 is that finding your person / getting married will not solve your problems, and getting married will not change the person either, okay? Most of the time, in most scenarios, you cannot change the person. So if your intent is, oh, like, it'll just be better when we're married, like, they won't do this thing that makes me irritated. Like, the ring and being married literally does not change anything. Yes, getting married makes both people grow, and people do change, but you can't change the person by marrying them, if that makes sense. And being married also doesn't make you happy, and it doesn't change you, okay? Being married actually brings up a lot of things about yourself that you didn't know, because the other person is living with you now, and they're telling you the things that you do that annoy them, and you're telling them the things that they do that annoy you, and that can be frustrating. It can be really challenging to figure out how to live together and be married, and it really brings up a lot of stuff, and you basically have to die to yourself all the time when you're married. So it literally does not solve your problems, and it doesn't give you happiness out the gate. It is amazing to have a partner and to have that companionship. However, if your sole purpose of getting married is to find happiness, you won't find it in that person. And that person can't be your sole happiness. Number 20 is that life is way too short to not enjoy the food that you eat, okay? I know that diet culture and being thin is like really trendy right now. And let's just be real. A lot of the things I see online are promoting eating disorders, and it is sickening. It is absolutely sickening to me, because that is such a dangerous thing to mess with, and it's super hard to get out of once you're already in the cycle. It's horrible. And cutting out your favorite foods just to stay slim is not enjoyment of life. That is actually torture, and that can lead to binge eating. It can lead to a ton of other things. Life is way too short. I understand, yes, everything in moderation, but you should probably not be cutting out your favorite things, and there should be balance for sure. And number 21, success is not something that's scarce. I don't know why we do this as people, but we see someone that's super super and we're like, oh, I can't achieve that because they already did. Huh? Success is for everyone. Everyone can achieve their goals. And it's just not something that's scarce. Like, you can go out and do the thing, and it can work for you too. The world doesn't reward talent, it rewards hard work. So success is not scarce. It is not. Number 22, you bring to the table something that other people don't. And I'm just gonna say this in like a setting of like a worship team, just because this is like, it just makes the most sense for me here. But even in a workplace, it goes for this too. So, everyone is walking a different life. Like, nobody's out here living the same exact life. Everyone has different problems. Everyone has different things, okay? And the Lord gave every single person a different thing. Like, everyone can bring something different to worship, okay? The Lord did not give me a certain song. He gave it to someone else, if that makes sense. So, you carry something that no one else carries. It does not matter if the space, the platform, the thing you're doing is oversaturated, okay? Because you bring something that the other people don't. You have something to say, period, okay? Go out and do the thing. Go out, try the new thing, because you have something different that other people don't, okay? And last but not least, number 23, I wish that I saw Jesus as the Father way sooner than I did. Because Jesus is literally the best girl dad. He is the best girl dad. If you ask Jesus, it's like just going to be a challenge that I'm going to leave it here. If you ask Jesus to show himself to you as the best father, as the best girl dad, as the best boy dad, he will. He will do things that will shock you. He will do amazing things. I know someone, I love her so much. She actually helped me see Jesus as a girl dad. She said, Jesus, I really want flowers once a month. And I kid you not, without fail, she got flowers every single month, whether it's from her mom, whether it's from a family member, whether it was just from a random person. She was getting flowers every month, and she knew that it was from Jesus because she said, Jesus, I want flowers. Can I please have flowers, Dad? Like, go to him as your father. I promise you, he will show himself. Okay? Okay. So that is all. That's all the 23 things that I wish that I knew before I was 23. And this was just a nice, like, sit down, just chat type of episode to get back into the swing of things. And yeah, thank you all so much for listening. And we'll just see you next time. Bye.